Did you hear my clap sync?
I didn't hear you
I
clap.
clapped
I
that,
didn't
don't
hear you
worry.
clap, but it's fine. It's fine.
I think it
Anywho,
picked it up. It sounded kind of weird. It wasn't very loud, but it was like you'll hear it. No worries.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
Yeah. It was about like a minute 50 seconds in or something. So you keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
I'm very I hate recording when like my sugar's out of whack. It's kind of annoying.
Is it like high or low?
No, just like in general. Cause like I'll start saying like I can't think straight, so I start saying the stupidest shit. Like last time, I'm gonna edit this part out, but like last time, I was talking about women or men being superior,
Yeah.
and I didn't mean to say that. I was like, oh my god, I can't think at all. So stupid.
Men are superior. I was like, all right.
I didn't mean to say that. I was just completely out of it. I did not know what I was saying. It was wild. But yeah. Anyway.
Remember, first minute no cursing. We don't want to get freaking copyright
Yeah, there's
or not copyright.
in the
freaking
first
claim.
yeah, age restricted.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, the other one of the recordings that I'm editing right now, like the first 3 seconds all you hear is Demon go like god damn it.
Okay, well
So
edit that out
stupid.
too.
It's okay. I'll edit. I don't think the whole most of this is gonna be in it, to be honest.
Okay. Do you want to start the intro?
Yeah, you can start the intro. It's your thing.
Well, I guess you're right. Okay.
Mm.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Timeless Podcast. In this episode, it's for actually a while now. It's just been me and Bear, and yeah, that's the two people. This one you'll see on the screen the big X over Demon, but just to make a clarification, like just to make it, I don't know what I'm talking about. Just to be Just to clarify.
There you go.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that word. Just to clarify, just in case you're on like audio only. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. Bear, you had a story to start us off with, right?
Yeah, so I told my coworker about the podcast, right?
Oh no.
And he was like talking about it, like we were on we had this thing at work called like the little morning meetings that are pretty much useless. They talk about the stupid statistics stuff that nobody gives a shit about. I'll cut that out because first minute. But he like came up to me during the morning meeting. He was like, bro, I was like listening to your podcast, bro, and like I just think it's so funny. Like I agree with the thing about Ben 10. And I was like, oh my god, like everybody else around us could hear you, dude. Why are you saying this?
Wait, he said what? He's like, nice podcast, man. Or like,
yeah, he likes the podcast. Like he is interested in becoming a guest on the podcast.
oh, I mean, I'm glad, but like, yeah, don't.
Oh no, I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem. I just thought it was so like goofy that he's sitting there like just saying it like just so normal. I was like, I didn't really want everybody like knowing about this, but I guess it's fine.
Did anyone ask you about it, like afterwards?
No.
Okay.
No.
They
Nobody
probably
said
like gave you
nothing.
weird looks. Like, this guy.
I didn't really care. I was just kind of looking at the ground the whole time. I was like,
This guy with his
And
gay
so-
podcast.
They were like, he was sitting there talking to me later on. He was like, yeah, like I was thinking about becoming a guest on it, but like, what if I'm like a ramen noodle? I was like, what? He's like, like you guys like slide it and shit. I was like, yeah. He's like, why don't you just make me like a ramen noodle? And I was like, I can make it happen technically.
I mean, yeah.
I really wanted to be. He's like, okay, like I could do that. I was like, I don't exactly remember when he said he wanted to be a guest on here, but if he's listening, just hit me up, I guess.
Like one
I
noodle.
tried yeah, just a singular like noodle.
Okay, that's cool.
Just a little ramen noodle guy. We'll just make it like a package.
Yeah, maybe like
Just
a
a
like cup of
package of
ramen type deal, just with eyes.
Yeah, like the actual ones. Yeah, just said take out all the writing and stuff just in case.
Yeah. Just like
So
it
then
just
it's
says cup
over.
ramen. Just put a cup that says ramen on it. Like just write ramen on it. I feel like that'd be fine.
Just like my actual handwriting
Yeah.
on there. Just
Your really bad handwriting.
I was like, yeah, everyone's gonna know how bad my handwriting is now.
Yeah, for the audience, yeah. Bear's
Yeah, my
handwriting's very
My
bad.
handwriting sucks.
I mean, it's not
My ex
horrible,
has
but
always talked to it. I mean, it's legible. You can read it, but like,
okay. It's like it's at the point where you're like, oh, I can read it. I don't want to though. It's like deciphering code. It's like you're translating
like,
another language, like in a weird way.
Alright, look here. It's not that bad. It is not that bad. You know what you're talking about. Um, what was I gonna say? It's like, cause like if you look at like my N's and H's, they look the same.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. That's so weird. I just write in
Put it in
cursive.
perspective. No, I can't do that. I can't do
Dude,
all
I
that.
forgot how to write in like print because I've been writing in cursive for too long. Like I've like lost the ability to write in print. My phone just went off. I need to put this on silent. Professional.
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, we're like professionals at this. We have all the topics of the world. You guys know it. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Subscribe, or I'm gonna cut your nuts off. Just kidding. Just kidding.
No. But yeah,
Maybe.
I was okay. I got a little story. I just found this funny. But so
Mhm.
you know how like my voice is like a little deeper than it should be for like my age, you know.
Mhm.
And I had my brother, and he was like going on like my older brother, not Bear, someone else. He was going on.
I am your older brother. What are you talking about?
Wait, what?
I am your older brother.
Yeah,
What do
yeah,
you
but
mean?
not
My
you,
older
like
brother,
the
not,
other one.
Not Bear Bird. Yeah, I know you're talking
Yeah,
about.
okay.
But
He was on my
it's stupid
phone
that you
and
say
he
it
was
like
calling
that.
people, asking if they're because he's into like photography and camera work and stuff, and he was asking about like light fixture. I don't know exactly remember what he said, but he was like asking about it. He was calling people on my phone, and the people like he was doing some goofy like he was like deepening his voice like, hey, do you know about camera lighting? And then like I was like laughing because like this kid, and then the people that like he was calling were just like, is that you? Like, I'll just say Steve. Is that you, Steve? Like, cause that's just he was trying to deepen his voice and he ended up sounding like me. And he was like, bro, like, there's no way that these people just think that's what your voice sounds like. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know, it's just my voice. And he was like, he's getting butthurt.
Why?
I was like, bro, it's not like you know, we're all born with different aspects. Some of us have deeper voices. Some of us are taller. Some of us are, you know, more handsome. You know, you just happen to sound like a girl. You know, it's just
It's funny. Sound like a girl.
yeah. I don't know. It was real, like because he was like trying to deep his voice all deep. He was like, oh yeah, how you doing? Do you know about this? And then they're like, oh, they're like, Steve, why are you asking me about camera? I don't know anything about camera. Like, not even like considering that it's someone else.
I mean, also like on a phone too, like on like Discord as well. It's kind of hard to tell, like what like a person actually sounds like in real life
A little bit,
because
yeah.
just like it's like phone audio, like Discord audio, or even like the audio we have on now. Like we sound way different than actually like in person.
I mean, like, like it's
Like,
just
at least,
it's
like,
just
a
more
like-
clear, like without like wind or like it's just like straight audio, you know? Because I'm very like I'm like right next to my mic, so it's just getting
Yeah.
exactly how I sound, like coming out of my mouth. That's gay, no homo, but like you know what I mean? Like it's just more clear, and more like
Yeah.
attuned to what I actually sound like without like interruptions or like interferences, you know?
Yeah, it's just so weird that like if you, because I know like Demon, he sounds way different than like how like, we sound like we hear him on Discord and whatnot. If you actually like talk to him in real life, his voice is different. Like probably the same amount of like deepness, but you know,
Just like more clear, you
Still.
know?
yeah,
Yeah, I like I don't know. If like you're not gonna recognize me off my voice if you see me in person, because I mean my voice changes. Like it goes from more high pitched depending on like my mood, you know.
that's how I do too. To be honest, like I'll sit there like if I how do I explain this properly? If I'm just trying to like be funny or something, like I'll make my voice go a little bit higher, just so it's like funny moment or something. Or like I remember I used to purposely crack it in high school just to be funny. They're like, I heard your voice crack. I'm like, no, I did that on purpose, you idiot. I'm like, sure, bro, sure. I'm like, you're so stupid.
Oh yeah, like
I
you're
have people
like
do that.
you're like acting surprised, so you make your voice crack. So it's like more. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah,
Just like give it like more that that it's funny.
yeah, just the more it factor. Yeah, I like it's. Yeah, I get that. Like, I when it just not even if it's not on purpose. Like my voice just like it changes. If I'm in a cause I'm right like I'm calm right now. I'm not in like a giddy mood or anything. So I'm just my voice is very just neutral. If I'm like
Yeah,
upset,
you're very like relaxed.
yeah. If I'm upset, then I'll sound more angry. If I'm in a good mood, my voice will be more high pitched because I'm in it like I'm happy. I'm feeling like some like You know, it's just some stronger emotion than just being normal, like neutral.
Just being normal.
Yeah, just like
Stronger
normal,
emotion
just
than
like
just being
mundane emotion. I don't know. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, you're not just like, oh, here you go.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm not monotone. At least not very
Yeah.
much.
I hit like my voice in the morning too, because it's like way deeper than
Yeah,
my
you're
voice
like,
like now. Yeah, you're like, oh, are you guys good?
Dude, I kind of want to
oh,
like
damn.
do vocal, like wake up in the morning and immediately do vocals, so I sound like all like just sexy. Like, I just sound so hot. You know what I mean?
You just you'd be like a ladder, so you wake like a little Disney princess. You wake up, you're like break into song.
Yeah, just
for a
like
little
wake
bit.
up and just fly me to the moon, just singing.
Just do the dude's morning routine.
Yeah, that's probably what he does. Probably vocal warm ups. But dude, I saw this guy. He was a voice actor, and he was like, he had some long routine for things he does before he can do vocals, and it's just like 3 words. It's like welcome to something, and it's just like he's like, okay, I put this herbal tea like in my nose. I swallow some.
And then what?
I don't know.
In
It's
his
some weird
nose.
junk. I have to clean up my sinuses. I have to chew on these ginger roots to get everything out, and then
What?
drink some blazing hot water to warm up my throat, and then just then chug it down some cold water to get like cooled down, then some warm room temp just so it's nice and soothing, and then I can finally record. I'm like, god dang, like
I will say that like drinking warm water does like clear my throat, makes you like my voice crack a lot less.
yeah, that's you're not supposed to drink like hot water because it hurts. You're not supposed to drink cold water
Yeah.
because it tenses your throat too much, I think.
Yeah, because if you like, it's like what voice actors and singers do. They just like drink warm water instead of cold water. Because they drink cold water, they just sit there and be like, oh,
Yeah,
hey guys, the whole time.
I don't care. I still drink cold water.
I like just like warm water. I think we talked about this. I hate when I go to like a restaurant or something, and they give me ice cold water. I hate it so much.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Also, I remember you saying it in person. You've said this multiple times. I get it,
Yeah, I
man.
know.
I get it.
I don't like, because when I drink like cold water, like all my insides become cold and I hate it.
I
Like
get
I
that
start
with ice
sitting there,
cream.
I start like shaking.
I don't
don't
know
get that with
about
ice cream,
water, man.
to be honest.
Like maybe a little bit. Like it just like cools my body down, just because like maybe if I'm like running a marathon and then afterwards I chug some ice cold water, and I just like feel amazing. Maybe that I get that.
Well, I think that's fine. But like if I'm just sitting there like in a restaurant, like I don't know, for me at least, if I'm just sitting in a restaurant, and whatnot, like my body starts getting like really cold. I don't like it.
You don't like being cold? I actually enjoy being. I prefer being cold.
Oh, I mean, if it's like cold weather, I'm fine with cold weather, but like instead of like the summer, that's the best.
Yeah, I mean, but
But-
summer, water, like being in the water.
Oh,
during
like in
summer-
the lake?
dude, that
Yeah,
is
that's awesome.
heavenly. In a pool, any
That is
body of water.
it's so relaxing.
Now that kind of
Like, I could just
transitions
go-
me into my next topic.
Oh, yeah. Since you go first, actually.
Huh? Oh, it's
The next topic.
We can start talking about water, but yeah, just, you can go on just with what you're saying.
I was just gonna say, like, I haven't been to a water park in so long, and I really want to go to a water park.
I think last time I
Like,
went
there
to
is
one
so
was-
much
It
fun.
was like 6th grade. I went to one, and it was for
Mhm.
a field trip for this like after like summer program I went to. Dude, that was so fun. I remember I met like I made dude. Anytime I go to anything, I always make a friend there and then never talk to him again.
Yeah,
Like,
I hate when that happens. I remember I went like on a camping trip, and I had like this like a few buddies there. Anytime I go on like any kind of trip or something, like with this with Boy Scouts, I'd always join like a random group of people, and my like scout like or my troop leaders would always be like, it just seems like you just like belong, like you just act like you're supposed to be there in the first place, like you're just like with them. I'm like, I know, huh? And then you never talk to them again. Like you get like their contact information and everything, and you just don't say anything to them ever again. It's wild.
I
Yeah.
forgot.
Or you like you
how
had
to
like
use my
one or
mic.
two conversations with them, and then you muted your mic.
In OBS, yeah. So they didn't hear it, but you did.
How long?
Oh no, just for
Oh, wait,
like
how-
just for it's fine. I was just doing it for like 10 seconds, like while you were talking.
Oh, okay. I thought you were sitting there like
Don't worry.
I was like, bro, we're 20 minutes in.
Oh, for real? Damn, that's fun.
Like 16, but it's fine.
Well, minus the freaking 2 minutes of other stuff, so 14 minutes.
Oh
basically.
yeah, that's right. My bad, I forgot. But yeah, I don't know. I always like going to like random outings and stuff. Yeah, I was just gonna say like I always like going like outings and stuff because I was like I just like socializing with random people. It's just so much fun just getting to know some random person just for no reason, and you just sit there and talk. Because I was out I think Tuesday or Wednesday this week, and I was just like sitting there on a bench, just like having like a bag of chips and drinking some water, and I was just talking to some random dude about just like life and joke.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, how are you, man? We just had sitting talking. He's talking about like how he does like all this farm work and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. He's talking about like his wife and kids and like how he got like divorced and like, oh, now it's becoming sad. Just out of nowhere.
I don't care anymore. I lost interest. I don't want to hear about your sob story. I really don't care.
It's like, oh, you go through some tough times? I don't give a shit, bro. Just out
Have you
of
seen those
nowhere.
freaking things where it's like you're at your therapist and then your card declines and it's like some dude saying you're worth nothing. You should kill yourself now. It's just like
That'd be wild. Why did that actually happen? You just go there, have like you just go through a really tough time that day. Your therapist is just like, bro. So like, what happened today? You're like, oh, my card declined. Can we still do this? It's like, I really don't give a shit. All this stuff you talk about me for the last 2 years, I just don't care.
You've really
anymore.
shown how immature and dumb you are. I just like I can't stress this enough. I don't care about your problems or anything about you. It's wild. Dude, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably cry.
They just sit there just like, anytime you come in here, you talk about how you have women problems. It's because you're a creep, bro. Stop stalking them. Stop going into their panty room. And you're just sitting there like, what?
Quit being ugly. Like, come on, man.
Bro, if you were just a disgusting pig, like, go get a nose job or something.
You
God
gotta,
damn.
plastic surgery is the only like option for you now. There's no makeup in the world that can save this thing that you call a face. You're so ugly. Get
Bro.
out of my office.
Oh, that reminds me. So I heard about this experiment, right?
Mm-hmm.
That apparently women did, or I don't know if it was specifically women, but I think it was a specific group of people that they got like scarring on their face, like makeup, and they were gonna go through these interviews to see how like people would treat them with like the scarring on their face.
Yeah, like pretty privilege.
But before they went in, yeah, but before they went into the interview, they they made sure they did some quote unquote touch ups with them, but in reality, all they did was remove the scarring makeup. So when they went into the interview, they didn't actually like have what the heck is going on? Oh, there's a skeleton. They didn't have any of the scarring at all, just to see like what would exactly happen. And apparently, all of them said that they were treated more and more rudely, more and more just like crap essentially. But that was all because they thought they had scarring on their face, which in reality they didn't have anything.
Wait,
Which is kind of wild.
okay, so they went to an interview and were like, oh yeah, I've like there's obvious scar on their face, and they're like, oh, I have to use the restroom, I need to touch up my face, and they like removed the scarring makeup, and then they got treated like garbage.
No. So like, hold on, I'm gonna cut this part out. I'm also gonna mute myself so I don't have to save myself editing. Okay, why not? No, they so they tricked the people that were being interviewed. Like if you ever go to like interview or something, like an application, you go in there, you sit there, and they're like, oh, so like, what made you think of this job?
Yeah.
The person who was being questioned, thought they had like makeup on, like scarring, but in reality they didn't, because they actually showed them like, oh, they had like the scarring makeup. They showed them a mirror, but then later on they removed all the scarring makeup, and just made them look like a regular person, like a regular human being, without a mask, and. So they went into the interview thinking that they had all this like fake scars on them and whatnot to see how they would get treated. And because of this, because they thought they had all this scarring on their face and because they were getting rejected by all these interviews, they were saying that they were definitely treated wrongly, that they were definitely being like mistreated essentially. But the reality was they didn't have any scarring makeup at all. And I think it was to prove to see I forgot exactly what it was to prove. It was to prove if they like would acceptance or something. Like to see if they would actually like treat them differently.
Yeah.
If they had like different kind of thing like on their face, if they had some kind of different looks or appearances. But in reality, it really doesn't matter. No one cared about their appearance. That is the fact that they thought about that. Yeah.
That's weird. I've been like pretty privilege is such a real thing. Like
It is.
dude, you'll see people get like treated like. That's why most kids get bullied. I mean, actually, like I feel like it's very different for guys versus girls. Like guys, you'll get bullied if you're ugly, you know. Like if you're noticeably ugly, and like people can just see it, people will bully you. But if you're a girl and you're like extremely pretty, I feel like for girls, jealousy is a huge thing. So that like if you're like extremely pretty and outshining everyone, you don't talk to like this group of girls. I feel like some girls will probably hate on you, you know, like because you're so pretty and like maybe like out of jealousy or something. I feel like maybe I'm just speaking nonsense, but like, I feel like that's a real thing, you know.
Yeah. Because like if you're like a dude and you're sitting there like, cause I've met like some friends and they're like, oh bro, I'm so like it's good to have confidence too. But if you're actually just like butt ass ugly as a female, no one's gonna care. They're still gonna take you as like you're pretty, you're whatnot. But if you're butt ass ugly as like a male, like deformed and shit, they're just gonna sit there and like dog on you for no reason. It's very obvious that like some males get treated like shit just because of it. It's actually really sad.
It's kind of sad. I mean, that's life, you know. I like in a weird way. It's like Charles Darwin, you know, just like
you talking about like Darwinism?
Yeah, we're just like you're born a certain way. Everyone's born like either better or worse than someone else, and that like affects your. Now I feel like with Darwinism, it's like for reproduction, but like in real life, it's like, you know, it's just like how you get treated, social hierarchy standards, how people react to what you say, how people care about like, you know, what comes out of it. Because like it's like with taller people, if you're taller, people will listen to you, you know, like people will listen to you because they see you as higher, you know, in a weird symbolic sense. Like it maybe like not with every tall person.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say I don't know too much about that because like I definitely understand if it's like, I guess like a midget or something, like I would not take him seriously at all. I'm not trying to be like discriminate or nothing, but like if they're still like my higher boss and they're like, okay guys, so I'm in charge about this. I guess it all depends like on how they like treat the situation.
I feel like kind of
like if
rude.
First thoughts about them, I'm like, okay, I don't treat these guys seriously at all. But they actually like know what they're doing and whatnot. Then I'm like, okay, I can have more respect for them and I actually understand them now. But if it's gonna be like sitting there and they're just like an average type person, I would probably be like at first like, okay, this guy's like, okay, like I can just don't really care for him, but he just whatever. But if it's like a giant person, I'm like, oh god, like I can kind of scared of this guy.
Better listen
Maybe
up, you know.
He's just gonna sit there. He's like literally gonna walk over me, lift one leg, and I'm gonna sniff his butt crack real quick.
All right, I don't know about that, but like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you're like taller, people actually they just listen to you more often. Like if you're in a room and then the tall guy stands up, freaking knocks on his wine glass, he's like, hold on, I need to announce something to all of you guys. He's gonna have everyone's ear, you know. But if freaking
I don't know
hobo,
if like height matters actually. Now I'm like sitting there thinking about it. I don't know about that. Maybe if they're like bigger, like in like muscle size, maybe.
Nah, I still feel because like if you think about like most like in most senses, taller people are more successful than shorter people, right?
Yeah, because they can reach more things.
You're dumb, but like maybe that'll be just because there's more short people than there's tall people, but like even then it makes more sense because then like the majority, there's a more out of short people being successful versus tall people being successful. There's more tall people being successful than there is like out of the group of tall people than there is short people being successful out of their group of short people, you know. Like I feel like it just in a more general sense, if you're taller, you're gonna get more job offerings, you're gonna get more respect, and like if you do something, you can get more recognition, just maybe because you stand out in a crowd. You know, people see you and they're like, oh yeah, that's him. You know, like that. I see him. I know I know him. But if there's like a short guy that looks like every other dude, then it's like, oh, I get that guy. I guess I don't know. I don't really know exactly who he is. Like he doesn't really stand out in a crowd. Or if he does something like unique or that deserves recognition. I feel like
there's definitely like an unfair advantage in society with a lot of people. Some people get like more advantages than others, like just purely based on their appearance.
yeah.
Either being like tall or more attractive or something, they can definitely like win some people over. Like let's say like a very attractive like woman or very attractive male go into an interview, and like it's the opposite sex, and they sit there and they think they're more attractive or something. They might actually get the job just based off of that. Or if it's like in turn a very ugly woman or a very ugly man, they might just not get the job just because of their appearance as well. Or if like the person is like smart, the person who's interviewing them is actually smart and looks past that, they can probably like get the job as well. It just depends, to be honest.
Yeah. If you want to think about it in like a tall attractiveness kind of sense, like if you think like most successful models are tall, like 6 foot over, and maybe like they're above average height. That's just because it's more like taller people are seen as more attractive. That's just a thing, you know. Like even if you've seen how
it's
how
always
people
like attractive like males though, I guess you could say, because I don't know, like I find like it's always kind of weird because like as a I'm a dude and shit. If I'm going after like a woman and I see that she's taller than me, I'm like, I don't see it as a bad thing.
I see it
But
as
I would still prefer them
a
to be as
preference,
like,
to be honest. Like I
wouldn't
prefer
really care,
girls
but like
taller
I
than-
still like. It's always like weird that any like woman I've dated or any woman I've like text or whatnot, they're always like shorter than me.
That's probably just
Like I
luck of
don't
the
like,
draw,
don't get me wrong.
honestly.
I have seen some pretty attractive like tall women, but I never like actually like go to them and be like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, I mean that honestly
kinda
that
weird.
kind of could be like a, you know how like taller people are or just like I guess in general are like more intimidating. Like maybe it's just like a taller girl is more intimidating than like a shorter girl. How you know, because you think that she's like somehow more like has more a higher status in like society. I guess I don't know. I feel like it's like more of a subconscious thing. Like you don't really think of it like it's at the forefront of your mind, but like you think of it like in the back of your mind. Yeah, I don't know. I like I honestly I think
Well, I mean, it's
being
kind of
tall
like
is
the
OP
same thing
in a
with
way. If you're
being tall is
6'8",
overpowered. Being tall is the best.
let's be honest. Until you're like until you're 60 and back problems are a thing, like you're chilling, you know.
Oh yeah, that is another thing. Once you like start getting like up there and shit, you definitely start like shrinking.
Oh yeah, happened to our
I know,
grandpa.
like I was gonna say, yeah, I was exactly what I was gonna mention. Like our great grandfather used to be like 6 something.
He was like 6'2",
But now he's like as tall as ours.
6'3".
Yeah,
And now he's like
it's crazy that we don't have his
5'8",
genetics.
5'9", something.
Yeah, sadly.
I mean, they shrink, man. It's wild.
Grandpa, get taller. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, to be fair, he's always slouching because he's old.
Well, I guess to be fair as well, I also slouch. Oh, you know another thing I've learned recently with like sitting and stuff. Apparently, all like chairs and everything are all designed purposely for us to like lean backwards. And like we're all like sitting incorrectly or something. I don't exactly know how we're supposed to sit. I forgot that. But I know that people like if they sit there like they put like their legs up, like they fold it in their legs on their chair, right? But they don't sit on their feet. They sit on like they still sit on the cushion, and apparently it helps their posture or something. I don't know why.
I don't know, man.
But-
I'm sitting on my feet right now.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm like crisscross applesauce in my chair. That's probably paints a
sometimes do
picture
that.
of me being really tiny. For like the audience, like for their mental image of how I look, because I don't show my face. Like I probably just like
It's 'cause
seem
you-
real
it's 'cause you
small.
You are tiny. What do you
I'm
mean?
not
You're
that
tall.
small. I'm not gonna say my
You're
height.
like- 4'6"?
Yeah, 4'6".
Yeah, you're 4'6".
Yeah, I'm normal height for my age.
No, you're not.
Yes, I
Don't
am.
lie.
I'm
You're not gonna lie to
very
the
normal.
audience. I almost called you Shifty.
Shifty's 6'2".
Shifty is taller than me, so I guess I can't really argue with that.
Yeah, I think that's how
He
I
is,
totally
like,
said he was
6 something.
6'2" or something like that.
Yeah, because I'm like 5'10". He's like 6.
No, you're like 5. You're 5'11", I think, because you're a little bit taller than
5'11".
my the other older brother.
No, he's a little bit taller than me.
Really?
Yeah, he's like a good inch taller than me.
Well, then
At least last time like we talked to each other.
he's 5'10".
Really? I'm 5'10" though. Huh, that's weird. Maybe like I don't know. Maybe they just doctors are like, oh, we're just gonna guess, round it up.
That's kind of what they do. You're probably like 5'9" then.
I don't know. I need to make another doctor's appointment here soon. To be honest.
I haven't been to the doctors in like 3 years.
I have to go very often just because I'm diabetic.
You got that BDs.
And it's genetic, so fuck you guys. I'm not type 2, I'm type 1. Suck it. I'm not a fat piece of shit.
Yeah,
Not
you're
that fat.
just nerfed at birth.
I was. That kind of sucks, to be honest. Just to have that gene for no reason. It's kind of weird, though, because you can get it, like, at any time. Like, the genetic can just, like, happen
Kick
whenever.
in.
Yeah. At least that's what I was told when I was in the hospital.
You're like, you're just real unlucky, stupid. You suck.
Like, you know, if you just take better care of your body, I'm like, bro, what are you talking about?
You
we
ate
didn't even know I had the
McDonald's like
genes
every
when it happened.
day. You did not take very.
I did not. I did not.
Yeah, like McDonald's. I remember you coming to our house, McDonald's in hand, every day.
Okay, whoa, no, that is not true. That is not true.
Like,
Well, I
you
guess
know,
also to be fair, sometimes I will get special treatment because
you always got special
my-
treatment.
I did not. I did not always
There's
get
never
special
a time
treatment.
where you didn't get special treatment.
The only reason I got special treatment was because my mom and my dad were like going a little divorce BS, and they wanted to have me, so they would give me special treatment so I could choose their side.
Dog, even after
Yeah,
that, you still got
bro.
special treatment.
Oh, bro, you thought I would stop taking advantage of that shit? No.
You always got special
got me
treatment,
so-
you little rat baby.
It's fine, bro. Look at me now. Look at me now.
Yeah, you still get
I could
special
have been.
treatment.
I could have been a lot worse. I mean, to be, I could have been a lot worse. I could have been an actual like 100% brat and be like, "Fuck you guys! I got this brand new car." Instead, I actually like wanted to earn my stuff now.
I would have killed you.
I act like the average rich kid for no reason.
But we're not
Man.
rich. The rich kid without the money.
Uh,
You're just a douchebag. You're not even rich.
I just act like I have money, walking around, wear like a suit and tie. Then I come home and I go work at a retail.
Go work at freaking
Oh, man.
McDonald's. Eat some. of their
I
food.
did used to work there.
You did.
I did steal their food a lot.
Bro.
But to be fair, all of it. I mean, anytime you work at fast food, like you always just get free food.
Oh, yeah.
That's just kind of
Actually
that comes
sounds
with the
kind of
package.
nice. I'm gonna work at like Jack in the Box.
Don't do it, bro. If you do that, like you're actually like fit and whatnot, you're not gonna be fit afterwards. you're just gonna be fat for no reason.
No, that's
Like,
I
you're gonna
mean,
have,
yeah,
like,
if
all
you're
this
lazy
muscle.
and dumb.
Like you're gonna have like all this muscle, and then like 3 months in, you're like just a big ass round pot belly.
Bro, just because you found out about a gym like 3 weeks ago, and
3
when
weeks
you're
ago? I've been going
working
there for a
at
while.
McDonald's, you didn't go to the gym ever in your life. Doesn't mean that I'm
Well,
gonna be fat.
yes, I did. What are you talking about?
You were tiny, bro. You still are tiny.
I still went to the gym while I was working at Mickey D's.
Dude, I've seen your pot belly.
Bro, I hate like I don't have pot belly. Fuck off. Fuck you, you piece of shit. I do not have a pot belly. Let me try to give the viewers some disgusting version of me. You sack of shit.
You freaking
Let me try to-
huge boobs. Your huge boobs.
What? What are you talking about? I don't know. I threw my bed. Oh well, I'll make a new one.
Wow. You are just
Oh,
yeah, I've seen
sorry,
you, bro.
I'm playing Minecraft. I've seen you too. You're like 4'6",
Mm-hmm,
got no life.
How can you
just, like,
tell
at this
someone has
point-
no life from their appearance? You look
I
like
don't
you have
know.
no life.
Bro, you can tell when certain people have no life because, never mind, I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah, that's not.
But can you get in the boat, please? You dumb little panda.
Hey, stop
Okay.
talking about the game they
Yeah.
can't see.
Oh, boo-hoo, viewers. What are you gonna do? Unsubscribe? You won't.
Click
Please
the
don't.
clip button, like clip it, and then just like put it over the video during this portion.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I just kind of make the clips as I go, like as I edit the stuff.
Oh no, I mean like just to like put over the actual podcast video.
Nah, the viewers can suck it.
Okay, never mind. Well, I was trying to be nice for you guys. Look where that led me. Hate.
You got nothing in return.
Actually, I got $0 in return.
Yeah. Why do you say like that? $0.
I did not sound like a baby.
$0.
Gaga.
Google. I'm gonna be. What would you do if you had a kid? What would you name it?
Charles, probably.
Name my Carl.
Actually, I probably name mine Bell.
Just a boy named Bell.
Yeah, just Bell. Just Bell.
Just actually, not even like Belle. Just Bell.
Yeah, just Bell.
Not like Bella or nothing. That's fucked.
I feel like Bell is
What
better
about
than
your kid?
Bella if it's a boy.
Nah.
If I had a girl, I'd
You're
probably
wrong.
name her Chandelier.
That's so. Oh, what?
It's a pretty cool name, man.
Chandelier. Kid, I'm just gonna name after a Pokemon. I'm just gonna do a
I
random
was
number
staring
generator.
at my
and just do
Magikarp
that.
while you were saying that.
Yeah. Oh, your little Lego Magic
Yeah,
card.
I was staring at it. It's like looking at me
Bro,
in the
these-
eyes. I think
they're-
it wants to fight.
These things are so cool.
The Magikarp one's pretty sick. And the Bulbasaur. The Charmander and
Bro.
Squirtle look freaking dumb.
Bro, I don't like the Bulbasaur because his eyes are closed. But there's another
He's
one.
happy.
There's two different versions that I've noticed.
Oh, is there?
Like if you go to if you go to Dollar General or something, they have like different kinds of ones. Because my Squirtle's eyes are closed. But like the other Squirtle I got from like Dollar General, one of his eyes are open. And same with the Charmander, like one of his eyes is closed, but the other one both of his eyes are open. And like the Pikachu, one of his eyes are closed, but the Dollar General one has like both of his eyes closed. It's so weird. It's like little differences. That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool. I'm gonna collect them all.
Yeah, I kind of. Oh man, it makes you want to get back into Pokemon so bad. Just because I know that. No, God no.
You should sell the
I'm
rest of
done
your
with that
cards.
base. I think about it all the time.
I mean, might as well.
I'm just too lazy. I'm gonna keep like the very valuable ones though.
Why?
Like the ones that are close to my heart. What do you mean? Why?
Just sell them so you get like the very valuable ones. Get money
No. I just keep them so they still go up in value. Whenever I'm,
until
like,
your
40 or
dog rips
something,
them
then boom.
apart out of hate.
Yeah, because he's just like you, little fucker.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. It's your fault for keeping.
You creased my full art Landorus, you sack of
I
shit.
thought it was Mew.
You did that one too. That one upsets me more, to be honest.
Sex to
That
be
poor-
you.
That
Sex to
poor
be
Mew,
you.
bro. I got that from my aunt too.
Yeah, and I
That was
creased
so
it.
cool.
It was funny too.
Yeah, you're such a dick. I got the Landorus. I actually pulled that one. It always excites me when like you pull them. It's like, oh my god, having that unknown factor is like so exciting.
Yeah, it's like winning the lottery.
It really is, to be honest. Pokemon cards, I always used to love, but it was like the realization that I was not gonna be able to catch them all that stopped me from buying them.
Oh, because you're poor.
Well, it wasn't that. No, I'm not poor. It was because we would sit there and we would like buy them, but I would like look through. There were like these kind of like crate things, and you could buy them. They're like $40. They give you like 8 booster packs, some like sleeves, some dice,
And the
some
coin.
like little like booklet. Oh yeah, they give you like little coin too. And there's like a little booklet that came with it that shows you all like the Pokemon that you can get inside that specific like booster pack. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. But then I saw it and I was like, wait, like, and because I got multiple versions like this little crate, and I looked at all the pamphlets and I was like, not all the Pokemon are in here. And I was like, oh man, like there's only a select few that get in there, and they add them every so often. And then I realized I was like, I think it's pretty much impossible for me to randomly get all the Pokemon cards without like having to buy specific ones. So I really just kind of like stopped.
Wow, you.
But to be
bum.
honest, like if I got back into it, you know how much more money I'll be spending, bro. Like I'm already a Lego collector.
You waste so
Like,
much
I would-
money on Legos. Like you would have your car paid off if
I would
you
not.
did
I would not. That's
spend-
not true.
If you sold all your Legos right now, how much money do you think you'd
Mhm.
get?
Depends on which ones, to be honest.
All of them, each like every.
Some are more valuable than other ones.
Okay, yeah, every single one, like just an estimated value.
Well, I have that one that's like the Star Killer. I have that, the Rogue Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
That one's dope. That would probably sell. I bought it for $200. That was like it wasn't like it was still in the bags, but the box was all messed up. I really just wanted the box too, but I'm gonna throw the box out anyways. But anything that's like sealed is like a good. That one would have gone for like at least I'd say like 500-600. I would hope. Some of them are also like some minifigures I have are also pretty valuable as well. I could sell them for a good like 20-50 bucks.
Then do that and make
Except for,
some
like-
quick cash.
Except for like common ones like the Stormtrooper, that's gonna give you like what 50 cents. That's not gonna give me anything. Or like the
I just dropped
Mundi
something.
that I have.
Sorry, viewers.
Man, I don't know. I haven't really been focusing on my Lego stuff too much often right now. To be honest with you.
Yes, good. Good boy. Keep that up.
Yeah, be quiet.
Stop spending money on Legos. Like, you don't see me spending money on useless junk.
Hey, Legos is a good hobby of mine, bro.
Yeah, it's
So
such a good
fun.
hobby. Just waste your
It's
money.
fun, bro. It's fun.
All right, sure.
I just wish I made more money so I can actually like get into it more.
Okay.
I always have phases with it though. Like I'll like sit there and like, man, I kind of don't want to do this right now, and then like I'll be out of it for a good like month or like good 3 to 4 months, and later on I just get back into it. Just depending.
Bro,
It all depends. It all depends.
you know what I was thinking about?
What?
Okay, I have another Spanish teacher story.
Oh,
I remember this. I
God.
remember I wanted to tell this on. Okay, so the story goes. Because, okay, I forgot this even happened, but I've been talking to one of my friends, and she reminded me about it. And, like, I was just like, oh, yeah. It's just like, imagine this from her perspective. Okay, I'll tell it from her perspective. So, she just got finished eating breakfast at school, and she goes down to her teacher, her second hour teacher. Her teacher is my Spanish teacher and her Spanish teacher too. And she goes there, and there's no one else inside the classroom except for, at least she thinks, there's no one else except for gonna be her and the teacher. But then she walks in, and she hears me and my teacher talking about my teacher's husband, and like how like annoying her husband is. And then just like after a while of hearing me talk about like Bershie wants me, for the Spanish teacher wants me. Like imagine that like that. You know, you just walk in and this kid that's been talking about how his Spanish teacher wants him. You walk in and he's just talking about the teacher's like, oh, my husband's so annoying. God, I'm gonna divorce him. Like imagine that.
What?
What do you mean what?
If your Spanish teacher just said like she wanted a divorce.
I don't
Her
remember
husband.
exactly what she said. I don't remember this happening. It apparently did though, because I mean I've been in her classroom so many times. I talked about her husband a lot.
But she wants to divorce her husband.
I don't know, maybe.
That's always sad to me when I hear like long lasting couples are like, man, I just want to like divorce him and just like start over with something else. Because I sit there and like, why? Ugh, that always annoys me. It's like, why like continuously start over? Like, it's actually just kind of annoying. Unless like the relationship's just like going really badly, like going down really south, like it's an argument every single day or something. Then I guess sure do the divorce thing, but like come on now.
Yeah,
Or even if like you have kids and stuff, that also gets really sad.
I get what you mean, but like, I mean, in my case scenario, I don't really mind that much.
Yeah, because that's gonna be some of the dude following her, not you.
Whoa,
That's the sad part.
whoa, too far, man.
Come on, bro. We all know you ain't gonna hit it. It's okay.
But I'm finna hit that for real.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen.
What?
You keep dreaming, buddy. You keep dreaming.
I will. Actually, dude, I actually had dreams about it, like not going crazy.
Oh my
But,
god!
like, I had a dream.
Oh my god!
I had a dream where like it was so weird. I was like in some dark, like no, there's nothing but like a light that was illuminating a swing, and like a swing set, and so I started swinging on the swings, and then my Spanish teacher like came into the room and started like swinging on the swings too, and then we just talked for like the entire dream, and that was my whole dream. I was like, dang. I woke up. I was like, what was the point of that? What was the point of that dream? Like, so strange. Just me chilling.
I hate having dreams in like a stressful situation. Like if you're going through like a lot of stress or something, because you just have dreams about the stressful situation, which doesn't make it any better, and I hate it so much.
I've never had that. I've never had like my thoughts or like emotions previous to the dream, like sleeping, like carrying on to like the dream, you know?
That's so weird.
I was just, my dreams are either random or they're about like some specific topic. I've never had like a dream where I'm just like getting chased or something like weird. Or like I had a dream once where I don't even know, dude. I was freaking driving and just crashing into everything. It was so weird.
That sounds like real life, to be honest.
It was. Honestly, I was thinking about driving your car at some point. Like,
why is that thing mine?
huh? I want to crash into everything.
Drive somebody else. Yeah, but drive somebody else's car, not mine. What the hell?
I want to crash into everything. It's fun. Like I was thinking, I was like, man, I could probably like get, you know, learn pretty fast if I actually tried. But like one screw up and, you know, it's real bad. You know.
Yeah, we need to take you driving more often.
Probably. I probably should actually start saying yes. So, I mean, you always ask me when we're like 30 minutes away from me having to get home. So it's like.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long to just like chill.
Yeah, but I'm like at that point of the day, I'm freaking tired.
I'll be honest. Like since it's like summertime for you, after your upper bound stuff, we should probably go driving more often.
Yeah, probably.
Just like a daily routine, just hang out and just chill for a little bit. I mean, I'm not gonna have like much money to like go do anything crazy, but
yeah, I mean, I can just eat before or like I don't know. We never really do much. I mean, except for last time when we got the dumb swords. That was fun.
That was actually kind of fun.
That's fun, yeah.
I still have mine like the back seat.
I had mine, and then Luke Sneathan grabbed it and like just ripped off all the like the foam. Wait, I just said my little brother's name.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, make sure to cut that out. Like he grabbed the ripped off the phone and started whipping me with it. I was like, God dang, bro! Like I had welts, and I was like, bro, I was tanking it though. I was like, boom, like I was grabbing it too. Like I was like, boom, like deflecting with my arms and like tanking them hits. Thought he was so cool. And he was hitting me with his hardest. He always does this, where he thinks he's cool, like he, like putting like all his strength into one hit. I'm like, bro, chill out. Like I'm trying. Like I was barely even like tapping him, and then I like give it to him. He's just boom, boom, boom. I was like, God dang, bro, chill out. You know those freaking videos where it's like when you hit your older brother a little too hard, it's some dude getting freaking rocked. That's what I felt like doing, bro. Like I didn't.
Yeah, you just sit there like, oh man, it's so funny because like they're like when you're young, like you're such like a little weak little bitch. But when you start getting older and shit, like you have a younger brother, you're like, man, I understand why my older brother resisted more often. My older step siblings did not resist. That shit sucked. That was awful.
Oh yeah, they just freaking beat you up.
I remember one time with my older stepbrother. I was on my like a bunk bed, and he was like below me. Like the bunk bed's kind of weird. It's like a little slidey out bed on the very bottom. And then also I was like able to carry TV and shit. But he was down there, and I was just kind of like out there to be like, haha, like, hey, I'm gonna spit on you.
Ew.
I was like dangling spit, like it's like, bro, if that drops on me, I'm gonna beat your ass.
You're so nasty.
So like I was like being like haha, but it actually like fell off by accident, and I just hear like I was like no, I was kidding. And he just gets up and starts wailing the shit out of me. I was like, bro, like stop. It was Stupid.
I'm gonna spit on you. Why,
I was just being a brat. I was just having fun.
bro? I feel like I've done that before. I don't know why. Like I'm gonna spit on you, and then I never have the balls to actually do it because I'm like I don't want to like be rude. Also, I don't feel like getting punched.
Yeah, I remember my other stepbrother. He got mad at me for something. We would always get in like stupid little fights and shit. Me and my stepsister did too. I beat the shit out of my stepsister one
Okay,
day.
bro.
God damn, dude. No, I mean like that. Like I was like young. We got in an argument over the stupidest thing. It was like Minecraft and One Direction. It was the stupidest thing ever.
I don't
And
know.
I
If
was
you should
like,
be
One
flexing your
Direction-
domestic abuse stories.
No. Like I wasn't flexing about it. I was just saying like, because like she would always like they would always wreck the shit out of me. Like they would always be like they would also fight too, and I would also get involved, and they'd also beat me. It was the one time I actually like fought back and I won. It was wild.
Oh, okay. You're just like
Yeah.
it's like not like like just roughhousing basically.
It was like out of anger, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it's still like a little kid thing. Yeah. Okay. You made it.
Yeah,
You made it
yeah,
sound like you
yeah.
just. Dude, that
Yeah,
sounds-
just one day I just started wailing her
yeah,
just
that
for no
sounds
reason.
horrible. From just
No, that's not what I meant. Yeah, whoever watches these videos, if you take that out of context, I better get some credit.
better get some
But
credit. I'm gonna mess with my Rubik's cube. You're probably gonna hear it in the recording.
I hate you. Yeah, so we started arguing about One Direction and Minecraft. And she's like, One Direction's way better than Minecraft. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I don't care. Like, I think One Direction sucks. You know, their music's kind of bad. And she was like, you stop saying that. And I was like, no, like, I hate it so bad. Like, Minecraft's just so much fun. It's so relaxing. I can just build and do whatever. She's like, and so, like, does Minecraft have a big place? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, so how does this game that everybody plays and everything, and they don't even have a big place? Like, that's so bad. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, whatever. One Direction still sucks. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to punish you. I'm going to take away your Xbox. And I was like, no, you can't do that. Like, you're not the parent here. And she's like, actually, I'm the older sister here, so I'm in charge of you. So I'm going to take your Xbox for now. And I was like, no, you're not taking the Xbox. So we got in a fight. And she had me like in a headlock kind of situation, but she wasn't actually like choking me. And she said, I remember this specifically. She said, I could snap your neck right now. It would be so easy. And I was like, oh yeah, really? So I just picked her up, slammed her, and just started like, then I started choking her. I was like, oh wow, I can snap your neck right now. And it was just so wild. And then like we stopped fighting. We got separated to different rooms, and my stepmom came home. And she made us, she gave us both of us a piece of paper, and made us write down the story, like of both of our perspectives. And hers is all neat and shit. She actually did it in like paragraphs. And I was like, oh, that I just did mine in one big glob.
As you
And
should.
yeah, and but then afterwards, after like we were both like sitting there, and she was like, she was what is the word? Not punishing, lecturing. She was lecturing both of us. We were just kind of looking at each other like laughing, and we were both like, we don't really care anymore. Actually, like we're both kind of over it. Like now that you're involved, it kind of like we both see it's stupid, and we just don't really care now. But we both got grounded, and then later on, we both were forced to go to a football game because my stepbrother was in football. I looked up to him for a while, by the way, and he was awesome in there. Did whatever thing, and she was just always like, yeah. Actually, he's like really strong for his age. Like, I don't know why. And my stepmom turned to her and was like, I can't believe you got your ass beat by a 12-year-old. It was kind of wild. And she was like in high school too.
Wait,
that was
how
funny.
how old was she? Like 15, 16 maybe?
Well, I believe my freshman year, she was a senior. So I was probably like 15. She's probably 3 years ahead of me.
So yeah,
So
so
she
she
was, like-
she was probably 15, yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
like kind of normal. I mean, dude, when you're like a dude and you're at 12, that's when puberty's hitting. So
Mhm.
like,
Oh yeah, so everything's just like, I'm just like,
yeah, at that point, like I feel like a 15-year-old girl versus any 12-year-old boy, like I feel like that's like
it's just an unfair
it's
advantage.
yeah. I mean, guys are just
Mm.
made more physically like stronger, you know, in a way. Just
Yeah.
that we just can because it's testosterone.
I mean, see, that's the thing that that's what I always say is like men are like physically stronger than women, but women are like more nimble. Like way more nimble.
Yeah, naturally. They're
And,
also
like,
they have
faster
better
than us.
eyesight with seeing shades of
Yeah.
different colors. They also have their advantages, you know.
Yeah, we both have our pros and cons.
Girls
No,
are
but,
more
like, also,
emotionally
like-
smart, and guys
You
are
said, oh wait, you said, oh okay, I thought you said bros were more emotionally smart. I was
girls.
like, what?
Did I say bros? I meant girls. If I did,
I think girls are a little bit more emotionally smart.
yeah, girls are definitely more emotionally smart.
Well, I wouldn't say exactly emotionally smart. I would say they're more in tune with their emotions.
yeah, which is like which is just another word for saying. I guess they're similes.
Yeah. Well, they're like more in tune, but like we control ours a little bit. Well, no, that's actually
That
not
is
true.
not true at
Like,
all, dude.
I can be a little bit
dudes,
of an asshole for no reason.
dudes will get when they get going, like angry. They get going, you know.
Yeah, I remember like me, like with us siblings and everything, especially my step siblings. Stupid as shit.
That's weird. When you're
Yeah.
real young, you're just angry. Like I've grown up and like just gone way less. Like I don't know. I don't, maybe I had repressed rage as a kid, but like not anymore. You know, I'm very. If you know me, like you can attest to it. Me and you've hung out like a good bit. I'm very mellow,
Yeah.
or like
Well, me and both of us are. We're both pretty chill until something just like starts setting us off. It's more what we do.
so I laugh.
This is like, dude, it's more of like a thing. Like we can both be very mellow and very chill, but when we start like we have like a point, like where it's like levels of anger, but we still are like able to control that anger after a point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you can you're not like blowing up. Like some people like we don't have short fuses, you know.
No, we have very long fuses. Even at like work, I have a very long fuse. Unless like somebody is like, if it's like with me, if it's like a very like thing, like day after day after day of just like being annoyed, then yeah, I'm gonna blow up. But it takes a very good like while for that to happen. Even at Mickey D's, people were still get like really pissed off, and it's like, me and my brother, we don't really get angry. We just, it's like different levels. Like at first, it's kind of just being like a little bit annoyed, being pet peeved. And then when you should actually start proving a point, like, bro, can you just like be quiet for a little bit? That's like just us being annoyed. And then I don't think we've actually yelled at each other for a good while. So
I don't remember really ever really yelling at you, or even like the only time I yelled. I keep saying their freaking names.
well, don't do
I
that.
need to stop that. Anytime I yell at them, little brothers, it's just because they're like they the youngest one, he's getting too like he doesn't respect anyone at all, which is just which comes with being a kid, but like in a way he doesn't respect them, but he also doesn't like listen, like because since there's zero respect, he won't listen, and then until you get physical, like until you're like you're like either get in his face.
Well, yeah, and so you have to like make him do it.
Yeah, which is annoying.
That's just like an older sibling thing too, as well. Especially that younger sibling. Well, I mean, he's also like the younger sibling as well. Like he's the youngest out of all of us.
Yeah, so he's gonna be.
And I remember me
little
being
more
like,
spoiled.
yeah. So I remember when I was like the youngest sibling with my step siblings. I would always get annoyed of like everyone telling me what to do as well. So sometimes I would act up as well if I knew they weren't like the oldest. They're kind of like in the middle.
Yeah, it's weird.
So I understand that.
He does listen to our mom, well, not my dad though. I mean, he doesn't even
said
like
he
really listen
doesn't,
to
or
our
he
mom
does?
though. Like, he has no respect for like. It's just kind of sad, dude. Honestly, I can't imagine being like a mom and just not being shown respect for the kids that I gave birth to.
Bro, let's be honest, dude. Like anytime, cause no disrespect to any mothers out there, but like anytime like the mom's there, they always try and be like the disciplinary, but also the fun parent.
Yeah, in a weird
But
way.
it's like they can't do that. It's either one or the other. But like for some reason the dad could be both. Because like if it's like the dad, like I don't know, it's so weird. Like if I haven't really had an experience with, like my dad, because my dad's never like punished me or like beat me or nothing. My stepmom has. She's like punished me. She never beat me though. If she did, then I would have actually snapped so badly.
Like a carrot.
But it's more of like, yeah, I would just be like boom and just start like wailing.
Okay.
Dude, she was really
you sound
bad.
like a woman abuser in a weird way. Just like not. I know you're not, but like.
Yeah, just like all the stories like me being like, oh bro,
Just
so I beat my
beating up
stepsister?
girls.
Yeah.
Just, like,
I'll never lay my
goddamn it.
head like an actual like woman. I can't do it. Mostly just because I've heard so many stories about like my mom and my dad, So that's always like put like in perspective for me. I'm like, I can't do that because it makes me feel like I'm my father or something.
Yeah, I get that. I don't really. I don't even put my hands on girls ever. Unless I'm like,
No.
I'll like, cause I like shadowboxing. I don't hit them, but I like, like either I don't even touch
Oh
them,
yeah.
but like, or just like slightly tap them. It's not anything. It's you can't even really feel it. I don't know, but yeah.
Well, if it's like your significant other, it's okay to like play around every once in a while. You know what I mean?
I do that with my food, like not like I mean I do it with a significant other, but I do it more with like a female friend, like just like just more. I do it more with female friends because I feel like it's more of a friendly thing, like not because I don't know. I feel like because I do it with all my like any the guys, girls, I don't like I just do it with all my
Yeah, there's
friends.
no discrimination. If it's a close friend, it just doesn't really matter.
Or birthday punches. Birthday punches are wild. That's the only time I'll ever hit a girl. That's just because it's deserved. Like not deserved. Just because it's
Just because their birthday, they deserve
it's
to
a
get
thing.
hurt.
Yeah, I mean, like I accept my birthday
It's
punches.
like it's like birthday spankings.
Yeah, I feel like that's stupid.
You ever had that?
I feel like punches is funnier.
I remember I had this teacher named she's not like she doesn't teach anymore, but her name was Miss Brown.
Oh yeah, I remember it too.
You had her?
I think I remember the name. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know.
I remember my mom said that she hated me. I don't know why. I think it's just because I acted up in class a lot. I don't remember her that much, like her classroom that much though. But she would give like quote unquote birthday spankings, but she wouldn't like hit you hard or nothing. She'd like be playing around with the kids.
Yeah, she grabbed their
And all the
butt and
parents did-
squeeze.
She did like grab it and start
How old
spreading.
are
Like,
you?
man. Okay. I think she got to prison pretty quick.
Probably. Damn, kind of sucking on this Rubik's Cube. Hold up. Okay, I solved it.
Yeah, she'd always give like birthday spankings and whatnot, just like play around and have fun with like the kids.
Yeah, like get
Isn't
to
it
know
kinda
your
weird, like,
students.
Do you actually remember anything, Pat, like before kindergarten? I don't,
I
to
remember
be honest.
Head Start. I probably okay. Just cut out the first part. But just keep
just
the
Head
Head Start.
Start.
Head Start's just a normal
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But yeah, I remember Head Start, and I don't know. I just remember like sitting around waiting for food, or like I went to some swimming thing at some point to like learn how to swim, and then I just remember like holding the wall the entire time. And this other time, all I remember is just like slight things, and then the other memory that just like pops out is going to like a church or something, and just like waiting there for the snacks. A lot of my time as a kid like relied on me just waiting on food.
Just waiting for food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my stories are just I was a kid and I was waiting for my food.
Yeah. I don't remember anything else like crazy. I just remember I remember like bits and pieces. Like I remember like I don't even remember Head Start like at all, to be honest. I guess I remember like one memory I had for Head Start is I guess I was late or something and my dad was like, "Come on, we gotta go," and I was like, "Okay." And he dropped me off and I was late for like breakfast. So the teacher, instead of having like a it was like those school trays that have like a little fork separator and everything. I didn't get that. The teacher just gave me like a bowl of food. I just ate from there. So that's fine. Yeah, I just remember doing that. Do you remember like your very first memory?
Very first memory, like vivid
My
or
very first. Yeah, I know I remember like becoming conscious. Like my very first memory was just like me sitting in a car seat, but like it was so weird because I already knew that she was like my mother, and everything. It was just so odd. Like I'd just sit there in the car seat, just like chilling, in the very first house that we had. Which you don't remember that house because you weren't born yet.
Oh yeah,
But
that one. I don't remember. I know
You were born,
I know
like,
which one you're talking
second one.
about, but yeah, I don't remember it.
yeah. I remember when you were a baby though. I remember like my stepdad was changing your diaper, and like you almost like fell or something. Like you were trying to climb on like the TV stand, I think. And like you like almost fell, and I just sat there and I just caught you. It's like, oh my god, look, I'm so I'm so awesome, bro. I caught him. That's so wild. It's so stupid. And then I would put your head up and like pretend to drop you, like, oh, I caught him again.
You're horrible.
So stupid. It's so dumb. And my stepdad was like, all right, let me finish changing his diaper. And I was like, okay. So dumb.
Oh, I caught him.
I remember what my mother said about like what I said about our the second oldest out of all of us. What I said to him the very first time I saw him. You know, you remember her telling you this story?
Wait, what?
Or,
Sorry, I was on that. What happened?
well, with our second oldest, like what I said to like the very first time I met him.
Oh, yeah, he's broken.
Yeah, because I guess I handed him like some toy or something while he was still like in the hospital. He started crying and just started going, where? And I was like, he's broken. Can we replace him? My mom was just like, no, we can't replace him. I was like, oh man. But yeah.
Taking stupid. He's broken. You're a little idiot, bro, weren't you?
All kids are dumb. But what was your first like very first memory?
I remember
Like,
as like a baby, you picking me up and then like pretending to drop me and like.
Okay.
It's my first memory.
That's
To
the
be
exact
honest.
memory. Wait, that's your actual first memory?
No.
Okay, I was like, what? That's so stupid.
I guess I don't know. Actually, let me just try and think. Let me hold up. Okay, I'll just stop solving. Okay.
Get off your stupid Rubik's cube.
First memory. Honestly, it's probably my dad putting me like I was in trouble. Either there's two stories. I don't remember which one is first. But okay, there's one where I remember my dad chasing me with a belt and me hiding under
Oh
our
my
spiral
God.
staircase. You remember the dumb little spiral staircase?
Yeah.
I got hid under
I
it
remember
and they
that.
tried to like hide and he pulled me by my leg like out from under, started whipping me. Like
Jesus.
I remember that. Or this one time I like got in trouble and then I think my dad like he didn't want me running or something, so he put me on the. Okay, you know the house. You open the front door and there's like a thing where you put like a little kind of shelf thing where you put like trinkets on, like right into the front door. He put me on that thing on the shelf because there's nothing on it, and he started beating me. Those are
Man,
my like
that's-
first memories. I don't like. I guess like that's the first thing that comes to mind. I guess.
That is wild.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's like life is life, you know. Like discipline is just discipline.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could talk about the night. Well, we can talk about it now. Discipline is kind of like weird, but because there's a fine line between discipline and just actual like abuse.
I mean, I feel like when you get to the point where
Nah.
your kid's crying and like bleeding, then yeah, it's definitely abuse.
Oh yeah, then yeah, I think I think everyone could just be like, yo, you probably should stop doing that.
Yeah.
If you're like beating your kid for like every single second they do something wrong, it's like okay, that needs to be fixed like right now.
Or it's deserved. Honestly, I think it's deserved. I hate little kids.
I remember my mom said that she beat me because I was getting on like a table, and I guess like I wouldn't stop getting on top of the table, so like she like beat me with like her flip flop, and
Or
then I
chocolate.
just never did it again, whatever it's called. I just never did it again, and she was like, "But you learned." I was like, "I guess."
I mean, yeah, it's like we learned this in psychology. Like especially with dogs or like animals or pets, like you're supposed to dish out a punishment immediately, like after the thing is done, and so they know that that's the thing that they did, and you're not supposed to be like, you know how people, like some parents will be like, you'll get home after doing something bad, they're like, go to your room, and then they dish out the punishment. They go in your room like an hour or two later and they're like, you're grounded for however long. Like that's not how it works. That's not how like you get to cement it in their mind that that's bad. They can't do that. Then they're just gonna think like, what happened during that hour period while I was in my room that led to them, getting me grounded because I didn't get grounded right away.
Yeah.
So, like honestly, I'm so glad I took psychology because it's like there's a whole portion, a whole unit on like babies and like how to like basically parent babies, and like I was like, oh shoot, this is good to learn, and like no, in the future it's actually like something I can use, I can yeah, and then it's talking about there's 4 different types of parents. There's
Oh yeah, I know I remember learning this in like it was like some kind of development class that I took in high school.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's like authoritative or something,
There's
right? Yeah.
authoritative, authoritarian, permissive, and like just not there.
Like, oh, okay, well, great. Just
Well,
non-existent.
not non-existent. I forget what
Like
exactly.
passive, right?
No, that's
What?
permissive.
Oh, same thing.
But it's like either they're uninvolved. I think it is.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's the one.
And yeah, like we learned, like it was just the thing in psychology where it's like, authoritarian is like very strict rules. Which is weird because the data I guess shows that when a parent does this, their kid wants to be more of a rebel later in the future, and that's just kind of weird. And then there's authoritative, which is where they're kind of they have their rules, they're lean. It's basically good parenting. They have their rules good, but they're kind of strict. That there's punishments for things that you do bad, but they're understanding and talk to their kids. And they're permissive, where they want to be their best friend. They're like, oh my god, like, oh, I'm so sorry. How can we accommodate for you? My alarm's going off. Like how can we accommodate for you? And then there's uninvolved, which is just them not caring or being uninvolved in the kids' upbringing or something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's so 4 different types of parenting. Honestly, we are an hour and 13
like
minutes.
13 minutes in.
Yeah.
So I guess we will see you guys in the next episode.
Outro first.
Yeah, I was doing the outro.
All right. Thank you everyone for listening.
Okay, fuck you. You're such a piece of shit. Oh, I'll go to the outro. You're like, oh, hey, stop, bro.
Yeah, who do you think you are?
We'll see you guys. No, fuck you. You don't need it. You don't need to do that.
Thank you everyone for listening to the Timeless Podcast.
So gay.
What?
Just do your outro. Fuck you.
Thank you everyone for listening.
It's such a fake.
For listening to the Timeless Podcast. Go look in the description for things like Instagram, TikTok. I'll start posting on there at some point.
No, you will not. You never do.
I'll do it. I don't know when. Probably not next week because I have stuff to do. I don't know. But yeah. Look in the description and comment Sprite. Like the drink.
Perfect.
Sprite. I'm looking at a Sprite can in my room, the one that my Spanish teacher gave to me, and I washed it out and cleaned it, and now I'm keeping it in my room forever. Drink it.
You're so gross. Throw it away.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.